Surah 69, Al-Haaqqah. The truth. Ayat 1-3. The destruction is bound to manifest itself as an absolute reality. And what is this destruction? Who else can explain this better than the Almighty, what the destruction is and why it is bound to come? Ayat 4. It is the same kind of destruction that befell previous nations, according to our law of mukafat. For example, the people of Thamud and Ad were warned by us that if they did not mend their erroneous ways, a shattering destruction would overcome them. They belied the warning, and what was the result? Ayat 5. With shocking thunder, Thamud was hit by a very violent earthquake, which destroyed it. Ayat 6. The tribe of Ad was destroyed by a stormy, furiously raging and extremely violent wind. Ayat 7. That windstorm continued to blow unceasingly over them for 7 nights and 8 days, and completely destroyed them. If you had been there, you would have seen how they were thrown to the ground, as if large palm trees had been uprooted. Ayat 8. Do you see any of them surviving? All of them have been wiped out from the face of this earth. Ayat 9. Similarly, there was the end of the Pharaoh and of other nations that had lived before him, and also the wrongdoers, the people of Lut, whose habitations were overturned. Ayat 10. They disobeyed the Rasul of their Rabb, and the law of mukafat seized them with a tightening grip. Ayat 11. People who opposed the Rasul were destroyed this way, but we saved those who supported the Rasul. For example, at the time of Noah, during the great flood when the water level rose beyond limits, we boarded those people, who, O Jama'athul Momineen, believed in a creed like you, onto the floating Arkansas. Ayat 12. We have narrated to you the stories of earlier nations so that these may serve as historical evidence and reminders of the law of mukafat, and attentive ears may become conscious of them. A similar calamity is likely to befall these opponents. Ayat 13-14. When the first trumpet of war is blown, the big leaders and their armies will all be destroyed. The rebellion and their pride, of national leaders, will be crushed in one leveling stroke. Ayat 15. On that day, this destruction will come to pass. Ayat 16. On that day, the power of the rebellious and arrogant would be torn to pieces, and the grip of every tyrant shall be loosened. Ayat 17. All the heavenly forces will surround them, and the central control of the order of Rabbiya will be divided into 8 departments. Ayat 18. On that day, all of you will be exposed and all secrets will be revealed. Nothing will remain hidden. Ayat 19. The one holding a righteous record will happily say, Come all of you, and read my record book. Ayat 20. He will also say, I always kept in mind that one day I will be called to give my account. It was because of this precaution that I kept away from evil deeds. Ayat 21. He will thus be in the blissful state of a life he desires. Ayat 22-23. In a lofty heavenly society, wherein fruits will always be within everybody's reach. Ayat 24. They shall be told, Eat and drink to your full satisfaction. This is the reward for the work that you had been doing in the days gone by. Ayat 25. The one whose record will be placed in his left hand will say, in utter despair, How I wish this record was neither given to me. Ayat 26. Nor would I have known where I stand according to my record. Ayat 27. I wish death had ended my life. Ayat 28. Alas, all my wealth, which I felt so proud of, is of no avail to me. Ayat 29. All my power and authority, which made me arrogant, has vanished. Ayat 30. Thereupon, the command will come, seize him and put shackles around his neck. Ayat 31. Then push him into Jahannam. Ayat 32. And then tie him to a long chain there. Ayat 33. He is the one who did not believe in Allah's supreme law of mukafat. Ayat 34. This is because of his attitude whereby he never persuaded other people to help in establishing a system in which every indigent person, incapable of earning, would continue to get means of nourishment. Ayat 35. He was under the impression that because of his great wealth, he did not need any system in which every person was an associate who cared for others. At that time, however, he will realize how desperately everyone needs friends. But, at that time he shall have no friend or sympathizer. Ayat 36. He shall get nothing but boiling water to drink, which would further increase his thirst. In other words, he would drink his own tears. Ayat 37. Which truly is the diet of those who sin. Ayat 38-39. O Rasul! Tell these people that whatever they are being told is not guesswork, but an absolute reality. The events that have happened before you and those that are yet to come stand testimony to this fact. Ayat 40. And these words are being spoken, and conveyed to you, by our most respectable messenger. Ayat 41-42. He is conveying our commands to you. These are not the sayings of a poet or a soothsayer's guesswork. This certainly is Allah's wahi. There are, however, very few who use their intellect and logic to ponder over it, and believe in the truth of these sayings and adopt them as a divine code. Ayat 43. The Quran has been revealed from the Almighty, who is the sustainer of all the nations of the world. The objective is that by following this code, people should nourish and develop their self. Ayat 44-46. There is no mixture of human ideas in the wahi of Allah. If the Rasul had ever dared to attribute some of his own sayings unto us, we would have indeed seized him firmly by his right hand and deprived him of his ability and power to act. We would never have allowed his program to progress, and would have made his faculties ineffective and his plans lifeless. Ayat 47. None of you would have been able to stop us from doing so. Ayat 48. Even after such clear and candid evidence, your people do not believe in the truth. This is because, only those who want to be safe from the destructive effects of evil deeds, take heed. Ayat 49. And we also know that, while some people among you have, after using intellect and reason, professed Iman on the Quran, there are others who belie it. Ayat 50. But their denial does not make any difference. This revolution is bound to come and, it will remain a source of bitter regret for the rest of their lives for people who deny it. Ayat 51. This is an absolute truth and a reality. It will certainly come true. It is not conjecture or guesswork but, Al-Haaqqah, a concrete reality. Ayat 52. Therefore, O Rasul, do not take any notice of their accusations and, actively fulfill the program of your most sublime Rabb. The results shall confirm that all your claims were based on truth.